He's just so happy. Like everything he's been through, he's just so happy. Cameron was born at 26 weeks. He was an emergency C-section. They call it a code pink. He was born 20 minutes after they realized that there was a problem. We spent our first week at the Stollery NICU site at the Royal Alec. He did so well for that first week that I thought, this is, it's gonna be fine. He's gonna cook and grow, and then you get a phone call. Things have gone a little bit south, and we got to send him to the Stollery site at the university hospital. We had a couple of big scares while we were there, but he made it through that, so they sent us back to the Stollery NICU site at the Royal Alec. Everything was going the way it was supposed to, and then he got a cold. They told me he wouldn't make it through the day. And then the doctor sat down with me and he said, listen, the people at the university think that they can help. Honestly, we're not sure it'll work, but they can try to put him on ECMO. Do you think that you want to try this? Like, it's going to be quite hard on him. If you told me right now that he would never walk or talk or any of those things, then I would say no. But from everything I can tell, he's going to be perfectly okay. And the doctor said, I agree with you. They couldn't get him over to the Stollery site at the university hospital because he wasn't stable enough. And so the university sent 3 ambulances in a car. They cannulated him onto ECMO, which is they put these tubes in the veins in his necks and pulled all the blood out of his body and re-oxygenated it. And for 2 weeks, he had a 50-50 chance of survival. My dad wants to fix everything. He had a really hard time when Cameron was in the hospital because he's grandpa, right? He's supposed to make everything better, and he couldn't fix this.
Okay, ready?
They have this really close relationship.
Wow. There you go. Louder.
Love you guys.
Grandpa loves you too. Yeah.
And my mom, she's the pragmatist. She's the one that's like, just, we gotta deal with what it is and take it as it comes. So
Thank you.
it's good to have that.
Okay. 4.
He was, I think, 2 years old before I even heard the word cerebral palsy. It didn't really mean anything to me until it meant something. He has mobility issues, and that's why he's in a wheelchair. He's learning, he knows his alphabets, he can count to 20. He's might be a little bit behind on that scale of what he should be able to do at 5, but he's catching up all the time. The pool for him is a little bit of freedom. He can just move his legs and arms and not have to have the pressure of a floor or a seat or a wheelchair, that he can just have that freedom. At the Stollery, he had people that cared about him and they wanted to see him grow up. And that's the biggest thing, is they wanted to see him grow up. So the fact that he's gonna grow up, that's incredible. The Stollery gave me my family. Without them, I wouldn't have my 2 amazing boys. Donors, to me, are lifesavers. They might not be the doctors and they might not be the nurses, but those donations save lives. Period. Being Cameron's mom,
Now let's go.
I feel really lucky. He's so special. He is such a special kid, and people feel that when they meet him. And I just feel incredibly lucky to be this little person's mom.